Are you looking to make upgrades for your team to follow the meta, but you don't know where to start? Keep watching, because I'm going to show you the best players in every budget up to 500k. Real quick, I just want to run over some of the free cards that unfortunately you can't get anymore, but if you do have them, they're still really usable and really meta. It's Malin, obviously, with his quick step plus, really well-rounded stats, good pace, and obviously Adama. I spoke about him in the last video. He's still here, he's still usable, he's still so meta. I would have no problem still using him in my team now. I personally don't, but I know that I still could because he's that good. Here's one that a lot of people are definitely sleeping on. It's Landon Donovan. This reminds me of his World Cup card from FIFA 23, which again, so many people slept on, but it was so crazy in game. Really nice stats here. 4-4, really nice pace with quick step plus and rapid silver. He's also got Trivela, first touch, and chip shot. I love his versatility and I love how well-rounded his stats are. He can play cam as a shadow striker, he can play striker as a false 9, and he can also play in the right mid as well. 91 pace, 87 shooting and dribbling is really nice, paired with 82 passing and 95 stamina, so the man won't even get tired. Any version of Salah is still so insanely good in this game, as much as I hate to admit it as an Everton fan. You can pick up his inform if you want for less than 500k, but honestly, I think his gold is better value for money. It's like a quarter the price and it pretty much offers you the same, just basically -1s and like the odd -2s. So I'd go ahead and pick up his gold if I was used. Again, finesse plus, custom body type, really good stats, really good playstyles. Here's one a lot of people won't know about. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. This guy is such a demon. I don't know how he's 46k. Again, he can get upgrades. He's got power shot plus already. He's got 88 pace, 85 shot, really nice passing and dribbling as well. Even good defensive and physical, so he's very well rounded too. You can play him as a cam or on the right hand side. But lads, he also has 5-star skill moves since his most recent upgrade. That paired with rapid and power shot is just insane to me for 50k. Like that is just ridiculously meta. I know he plays in the Turkish league, but being English, I can't even see him being too hard to link. If you can get him on at least 2 chemistry, he will do such a job for you. Now you guys know how much of a big Diaby enjoyer I am. I mentioned his inform and his gold in the cheap players video. We've got this guy for only 100k, boys. Like, I honestly can't believe he's that cheap. I know the shooting and passing isn't the best, but he's so well formatted for a Deadeye that it really actually helps with the shooting. You can give him 92 attack positioning, 93 finishing, and 92 shot power. And he's got quick step plus, 97 pace, rapid and first touch. Again, what more do I need to say? Then we've got Rafinha here, who I personally have evoed to an 87 and given ping pass plus. His inform is so good though. His SBC is expired and it was a little over 500k at the time it was out, despite it saying 492 there. But his inform is more than good enough, trust me lads. He's got really well-rounded stats, really nice links. But the main thing is that he's got so many good playstyles. Power shot, finesse, rapid, quick step, trickster, relentless. He's just such a well-rounded player and he really translates well into the game. Now we've got Christian Pulisic, the LeBron James of soccer. He's only 100k now and he's very good for that price. I used him when he first came out in the Trailblazers promo for a weekend league and he was really good for me. You can play him as a cam and on either wing, which I really like. He's very versatile and he's got 5-star weak foot. Whip pass plus is actually a really good playstyle for a winger too. I don't need to say a lot about Trinity Rodman. She's just a bit of a pace demon. She's just another one of those ones that just has some sort of crazy aura in game. I can't really describe it, but she just feels like she plays way above her stats. And she's down to 266,000 coins right now. If you look when she first came out, she was like 800-900k. Now we've got a gold winger here, but it's Rafael Leao, so you can see why. Everyone knows this guy is just a fucking menace. The fact some people could have boosted his shooting with that flash evo that came out last week as well is just mind-boggling to me. Like, that is just GG's if you have him. But again, you can see a running team here. Just really fast players who are good on the ball is kind of what we're looking for here, especially in a winger. I know again the shooting and passing is a bit low, but with Leao being Leao, with the way his body type is and his size, he just kind of glitches past people and his shooting just feels a lot better than his stats suggest. Maybe it's because he has finesse shot silver, I don't know. What I do know is for under 200k this guy is such a bargain. If you see any golds in the game, boys, that are still over 100k at this point in December, you know they're insanely meta. Moving on now, we got a winger who I was lucky enough to pack untradeable myself, so I've been blessed enough to try him a good bit and he's so good in game. I really wish he was left footed because I like to be a Trivela merchant. I do left footed Trivelas off the left. He is right footed, but he probably will get an alt position with an upgrade at some point later on down the line. So he's quite expensive at nearly 400k, but he's got 93 pace, 89 dribbling, he's got quick step plus and rapid, and he's got 5-star skills, and he's got really good Dortmund and English links, so he's a fucking demon. And if he goes far enough in the tournament, he could genuinely be usable up until like team of the season, trust. Our penultimate winger here is Kvaradona. Obviously this guy's a fucking legend. 5'5", trickster plus, 89 pace, 90 dribbling, really nice shooting and passing too. Serie A link, Serie A is really good this year, a lot of good players from that league, and he can play on both sides and a cam, which is really nice. He's got inside forward plus too, which again is really meta. He's also got Trivela, he's got finesse, he's got a really good passing playstyle. He's genuinely worth the 450k in my opinion. And then finally, boys, we have this fucking pace demon, Adeyemi. I think he's the fastest player in the game right now, actually, I'm not gonna lie. He's got 98 pace and he's got quick step plus and rapid silver. He's also got aerial, which is just going to make him like so fucking strong in the air. Like this guy physically is going to be like a fucking Olympian or some shit. I don't even fucking know, boys. But yeah, 293k is so good for this card. And the fact he can play on the right or even play up front as well is so good. All right, lads. So moving on to strikers finally. We're starting off again with a low budget option here. Only 20,000 coins. We got Oshuala. Very, very well-rounded card here. 93 pace, 86 shooting, 87 dribbling, even 88 physical and 80 passing. Alongside that, she has got quick step, Trivela, and power shot, which are all really meta playstyles. And she's 4-4. She is a little bit hard to link, but if you run NWSL, she's definitely a cheap option for you to try. Speaking of NWSL, next up we got Sophia Smith, who somehow is only 23,750 coins. God knows how. I swear that's like literally fodder price for an 89. But she should not be fodder price, trust me. 4-star, 5-star, insane pace, really nice shooting, insane dribbling, good physicals too. 5'5" with a shorter normal body type is going to make her feel so silky, and she's got first touch plus, which is really nice, as well as quick step, trickster, finesse, and technical. Next up is a bit of a weird one, because it's one I wouldn't necessarily say is really meta right now, but he's really cheap. And it's definitely worth picking at least one up because this guy will be meta, I promise. This Veghorst will most likely get upgrades, and when he does, he is going to be insane, and I can see him skyrocketing in price once people realize. Honestly, in my opinion, I think he could go extinct at 30k once people start to get hyped for him getting some upgrades, so it might be worth picking up a couple as an investment just in case. But I'm not a real trader, so do take that with a grain of salt. That's just my speculation. But this man is 6'6" with power header plus and aerial silver, and he's even got quick step and press proven. And he's got finesse and power shot. And he's got technical. Why? I don't know why a 6'6" player needs technical, but he has it. So, yeah, there you go, lads. If you remember last year's Veghorst, that's basically all you need to know. The man's just a fucking tank. I can see this card with a +1 or a +2, and with either a skill move or a weak foot upgrade, which he will be due because it is part of his upgrade path. I could see this guy just being an absolute fucking menace to try and defend against. The only thing that's kind of hard to work with is the Eredivisie links, but with there being so many good Dutch players and Dutch icons as well, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Next up is another brand new card from the Ultimate Succession promo, which overall I think is a dead promo, but I'm really surprised by this card it's given us here. The Summer, I thought was a bit average. Those stats are good, and Finesse Plus is good, but I thought the pace might be a little bit dead. But then I realized they made the woman 5'5", so they gave her a skill move upgrade from 4-star to 5-star. I think she already had the 5-star weak foot. Well, 5'5" paired with the well-rounded shooting and dribbling, really nice passing, passable enough pace with a hunter now. It's by no means ideal, but with power shot, finesse plus, incisive, first touch, technical, and quick step, and she can play on both wings too. I don't know, boys. I think with French links and all for 20k, that just seems a little bit too cheap to me. Moving on now, we got Moise Keane, Everton past and present, but that's not why I have him in here. This card's just quite good for 56k, 94 pace, 86 shooting, 86 dribbling, 85 physical, really well rounded. The only thing I don't particularly like about him is 3-star skill moves, but it is something you can work with, especially if you're on a budget. And he's got Poacher plus plus, which I really love this year. It's so good for those runs in behind and for those first time chip through balls. But with that, they've given him Trivela plus this time. He's also got Rapid and Power Shot, which are really meta playstyles too. So if you guys run Serie A and you want a cheap striker, this might be your guy. At a similar price point, again from NWSL, we've got Sinclair here. She can also play as a cam and a center mid, but I'd probably play her as a striker, to be honest. I know she's got kind of low pace, but she's got 5-star weak foot with power shot plus. She's also got finesse and power header. Not that you're going to be winning a lot of headers with her at 5'9" with no aerial, but she has Trivela, incisive, press proven, and technical too. The press proven is going to make her feel really good on the ball with the 5'9" height. The incisive is going to make her a really good secondary striker as a playmaker too, and also does make her very usable in that cam position if you do want to use her there. So for 50k, again, I think it's just because of the links. Everyone's just kind of sleeping on her, but if you run NWSL, which you probably should consider because there are so many good cards from it now, she's a really good option for you to consider. Boys, I really fell in love with this card when I tried him. I bought him, sold him, and then bought him again because I liked him so much. I did sell him again since because I packed on Re, but anyway, this guy for 150k with aerial plus, such a meta playstyle. You can put a hunter or a hawk on him. With a hawk, he still has more than good enough pace. He also goes up to 95 jumping with 92 heading. His shooting is so well rounded, as well as his dribbling. Passing, obviously not the best, but he's a poacher plus plus, so he won't really get him any chance to pass anyway. He's just gonna be running in behind for you the whole time. The aerial plus paired with quick step and the two best shooting playstyles, power shot and finesse, makes this guy an absolute demon. Now this Padro SBC, in my eyes, is just basically guaranteed max upgrades because she plays for Barcelona women. So this 89, just imagine it basically says a 90. Just imagine all these stats are +1 to what they are, because I can basically put my life savings on her getting a +1 and 2 extra playstyles. I don't know what those playstyles are going to be, but the playstyles she already has are really nice. And look at those stats, all over 90s in pace, shooting, and dribbling. Now, the passing is quite woeful, and I don't know how I feel about 27 aggression. But other than that, this card is just so crazy. I don't know how they priced her that cheap. Maybe it's because they gave her 3-star weak foot, but even even still, I feel like it's something you can work around with a card like this, because she's going to be so maneuverable in game that it's not really going to matter anyway that she's got 3-star weak foot. It'll be a lot easier to shift her onto her good foot. Now we've got another new card. It's a brand new icon. It's Pichon, who again, I think a lot of people are sleeping on. I don't know how she's 142k as a French striker icon. Like, those links alone should be worth 142k. This girl is 4'4" with 87 pace, 90 shooting, 90 dribbling, decent passing and physical. And they got rid of the useless Acrobat Plus and replaced it with Technical Plus, as you can see. That paired with First Touch is going to make her feel really nice. And she's got Trivela and Finesse, which is going to make her shooting really good too. Alongside that, she's got every single role plus on a striker and Advanced Forward Plus Plus, which is most people's favorite role in a striker. Now we're moving a good bit up towards the threshold of 500k here, but Isaac is coming in just short of 400k here. Prem links, Finesse Plus, 5-star weak foot, so we can do it on both feet. Really well-rounded stats. Rapid First Touch Technical as well, Trivela as well. And he's 6'4", so he's just going to be really jammy and really hard to get off the ball. Next up, we got Heung-min Son. Again, if you're on a budget, you could still use his gold. He's somehow only 40k, but as you can see, he's peaked at like nearly 1.2 million here, but he's now down to 359k because of the best of Team of the Week supply, bringing him back into packs. But this card is just crazy. Again, 5-star weak foot, finesse shot on both feet. Son has his own custom body type. Son's crazy every year. You know what I'm talking about. I don't really need to say a lot else. Next up here, we got Lauti from my Serie A boys. Again, another finesse plus striker. Pace with a hunter is more than enough at this point. That also brings his finishing and positioning like basically up to 99. He's also got 95 jumping and really nice well-rounded physicals and really well-rounded dribbling too. That paired with press proven, technical and power shot makes him a fucking demon. Now I packed this guy quite recently, Antoine Griezmann, out of the party bag pick. I do have something to say about him. I really like him in the game, but I don't think he's usable as an advanced forward as much anymore. I think he's best if you run a false 9, but if you do run a false 9, I'd say he's like one of the best in that position in the entire game. He's so good. You can hit a Trivela, you can hit a finesse with him, it'll fly in like 9 times out of 10, especially on a green time. False 9++, really well-rounded stats. The only thing really is the pace. You're not going to beat defenders in behind with him. But other than that, he's such a technically gifted player with those playstyles as well. And of course, lads, our last player of the video. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's somehow 376k now. Again, this guy was like 1.5 million at one point, so he has absolutely plummeted in price, and now he's quite affordable. And he's really good because he's Ronaldo. Ronaldo's body type is just so jammy in FIFA, like it's just crazy. The fact they've given him an insane balance boost as well with 17 balance, he's gonna feel so much silkier on the ball. And he's got Power Shot Plus, which is probably my favorite shooting place on the game. And obviously, he's Ronaldo. He's got 5-star skills. He's got aerial, Trivela, power header. He's gonna be a demon on corners. He's even got Trickster for those Trickster fake shots. Advanced Forward plus as well. So his AI is going to be insane. But yeah, lads, he's Cristiano Ronaldo. Like that's basically it. That's the sales pitch. He's Ronaldo. If this video helped, I'd really appreciate if you leave the video a thumbs up. It helps more than you think. Let me know if you're going to use any of the players I suggested in the comments down below. If you want to know the best budget midfielders or defenders, be sure to check out my other videos on my channel. And with that, guys, I'd just like to thank you again for watching, and peace.